Good afternoon, agents. Be seated. As you all know, Bureau 13's mission is to identify and at times eliminate dangerous paranormal entities. We are a highly classified black box organization, funded by our friends on Capitol Hill, but essentially operating on our own. The last thing we need to do is draw unnecessary attention to ourselves. Several days ago, someone attempted to assassinate this man. He's a sheriff in a small town called Stratusburg. He's still alive, but in critical condition at the local hospital. His assailant hasn't been apprehended yet, so the hospital is under heavy guard. Bureau Intelligence believes they know who is responsible. His name is J.P. Withers. He was one of the few agents who survived the Bureau massacre back in the late 70s. Some people I know believe that caused him to become mentally unstable. I contend Withers was always that way. In any event, he's a loose cannon. This little episode in Stratusburg proves just that. Your mission is to track down Agent Withers before the local police can get to him. Find out why he would want to kill this Sheriff Tucker and extract him before he does any more damage. Eliminate any evidence that points back to the Bureau, and above all, do not draw unnecessary attention to yourself. Since Agent Withers is very familiar with our procedures, I'll allow you only a small strike force on this mission, a maximum of 2 field operatives. And you will not be outfitted with the standard battle RV. It's way too conspicuous. You'll be dropped off near Stratusburg's police station, where you can begin your investigation at once. Dismissed.
If you need some muscle on the team, I'm loaded. I've got lasers, blades, and enough raw strength to reduce a crash helmet and anything that might be inside to powder. I may have been born on the reservation, but sometimes I think I live.
As a 200-year-old member of British aristocracy, I must confess I contribute a good deal of level-headed experience and personal style to any mission.
As a white witch, I control the more gentle side of magic. I am proficient at light, divination, and dowsing. But when the need arises, I can also call upon
You can clearly see the front page of today's issue of the Stratusburg Watcher. The paper costs 25 cents. The headline reads, "Mad Bomber Strikes Again. Police have evidence and several important leads." Details on page 2. You find a quarter in the coin return slot. It has been placed in your inventory. The quarter drops noisily into the newspaper vending machine. There is a click as the door unlocks. The coin return is empty now.
And that's quite a bit to go through for a newspaper.
You see a 200-year-old British vampire. You see an elderly woman with powerful magical abilities. The article about the assassination attempt indicates that some vital pieces of evidence were recovered from the scene of the crime. The police are holding these for future examination in their evidence locker. This is an ordinary mailbox. The sticker on the front indicates that pickups are at 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. There isn't any mail in it right now. The curb is filled with garbage, probably from the police station. The sergeant looks tired. A small bottle of superglue lies on the sergeant's desk. You find a bottle of superglue on the sergeant's desk. It has been placed in your inventory.
Good evening, Sergeant. I'm a federal agent, and I'm to inquire about a gentleman known as J.P. Withers.
Oh yeah? Let's see your government ID badge.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. We don't carry badges. We are a top-secret organization, after all.
Get lost before I run you in, you nut.
You there. I'd like to speak with the sheriff. Please summon him.
Sheriff Tucker's not in. What can I do for you?
I read about what happened. Where can I send a get-well card?
Just leave it on me desk and I'll see that he gets it. Are you looking for anything in particular? Everything but this room is restricted to the public.
Don't worry. I never go where I'm not invited.
Wonderful. The lunatics are starting to crawl out of the woodwork. First that psychotic with the plastic explosives, then the sheriff starts acting like some kind of zombie, and these weirdos show up. What's next? Rod Serling. It's getting awfully smoky in here. I hope the sheriff doesn't catch me smoking again.
I'd die of embarrassment if it weren't redundant.
An unlocked plexiglass door covers the fire extinguisher. A small sticker near the bottom of it reads, "Use only in case of emergency." An unlocked plexiglass door covers the fire extinguisher. A small sticker near the bottom of it reads, "Use only in case of emergency."
Fire!
Fire!
It only requires a couple of drops of superglue to permanently fuse the fire extinguisher door shut. It would take a mech suit to get it open now.
Fire!
Fire!
Let's hurry before that tedious man returns. Sorry, I must be in error.
Unfortunately, the door is locked. A standard metal filing cabinet. It contains thousands of routine daily reports and records of traffic violations. A standard metal filing cabinet. It contains thousands of routine daily reports and records of traffic violations. A small ficus tree sits in a pot atop a marble pedestal.
Although I can't be photographed, I'm afraid that I do show up on videotape, and quite well, I might add.
The camera is used to survey the evidence shelf. As long as it is active, it scans and records all activity in the room. Unfortunately, Alexander cannot pick up objects while in his mist form. Alexander can't restore to human form here. The last thing the Bureau needs is for something like that to be captured on film. The security camera up near the ceiling is recording everything. The police use this camera to photograph vital evidence during criminal investigations. This filing cabinet contains records of all evidence collected by the police during criminal investigations. A box containing evidence sits on the shelf. Unfortunately, Alexander cannot pick up objects while in his mist form. Alexander can't restore to human form here. The last thing the Bureau needs is for something like that to be captured on film. The security camera up near the ceiling is recording everything.
Ah, my mistake.
These are the main fuses for the police station. These are the main fuses for the police station. The fuse is easily removed from the fuse box. It has been placed in your inventory.
Much as I am loath to admit it, sometimes being a creature of the night comes in handy. Are you sure?
This is Sheriff Tucker's desk drawer. The security monitor is currently focused on the evidence locker. The security monitor is currently focused on the evidence locker. With the security camera disabled, you are free to take the police report. This filing cabinet contains records of all evidence collected by the police during criminal investigations. As far as you're concerned, it's just a pile of charred junk. The police report indicates that they do not yet have a suspect. It says that Sheriff Tucker is still in intensive care, having experienced some extraordinary luck in avoiding being killed. The report further indicates that some C4 plastic explosive, similar to that used in the bomb, was recently stolen from Advanced Instrumentation, a local military contractor. The folks at AI have been most uncooperative in the investigation for some strange reason. Probably some national security thing. The report also indicates that 2 other leads have not yet been explored. Rick's Electronics, where it is assumed that the electronic detonator was purchased, and the town's delivery service, where the packaging box may have been acquired. These leads are considered slim at best. There are really very few clues to go on.
This J.P. Withers is an absolute study in bad form.